Hello everyone, my name is Mayur Sutar and welcome to my YouTube channel Anybody Can Code. Let's continue with the series of Power BI. In the previous tutorial, I have explained how to install the Power BI as well as in the second tutorial I have explained how to load the data from the external sources such as CSV or Excel file and create the stacked bar chart. Today in this tutorial I will explain how to create the stacked column chart. So let's move to the screen. So here we require to open the Power BI application. So we are going to hit the Windows button and on the top up I can see Power BI desktop application. So I'm just going to click the Power BI desktop application and it will load for a moment and open a pop-up window. It is here. So this is the pop-up window. You can load the data from here or you can just cancel it and go to the main canvas and here it is. So here is the main canvas where we can design our dashboard. So first in the previous tutorial I have explained the stacked bar chart. I will drop the link in the description below. In this tutorial we will see the stacked column chart, but of course I haven't loaded the data yet. So first we require to load the data. So today I have found the data in the Excel format that we can load it directly instead of transformation, because in the previously I found some in previous tutorial I found the file was not correct and I needed to do some transformation to use it. So let's jump to the get data. So I'm just going to click you can do get data from here or here, both are doing perform the same action. So I'm going to just click here get data, click on the CSV and connect it. So once I connect it, jump into my folder and I'm just going to click the all and select the sheet. I will drop this sheet in the GitHub repository. So I'm going to open the sheet. It will take a while and okay, it asks me here also some trouble, so I'm just going to edit this one. And instead of Excel, I'm going to convert it to the CSV and load it. And here it is. So here is the pop-up window where we can visualize some of the rows. It says that we can visualize 200 rows. We can see it here, but in our data we have only few rows, so it doesn't matter. So we are going to just transform the data, and we will jump to the Power Query screen. Inside the Power Query screen, we can see the stats, how the data has been loaded. So first is the data come from the CSV file with delimiter comma, promoted header, that means first row promoted as a header. So we can see the header of every column. Change the data type. It is the Power BI has done auto, so we are not required to do it manually. But of course, if you want to change by yourself the data types of some of the column, you can perform it here as well. So I'm not going to do it at this moment. I'm just going to simply load the data. That's fine with me. And yes, the data is loading, and here it is. It says the 1000 row loaded, but let's go to the data view and see whether how big the data is. It says that the sheet is having the 1000 rows that we can see here. It may be more than 1000 rows, but in the section of data view we can see only the 1000 row. That is the limitation. Now I'm going to jump to the canvas. Inside the canvas, first we can have our title of the dashboard or whatever you call. So first is this is our stacked column chart. I'm going to center the title, bold it, and increase the size of the font as well to look at better. That's fine. You can perform the more UI part by clicking on the visuals first. You need to sync the visuals, go to the property and in the format, and here you can see the property, whatever you want to change, the height, width, position, effect, that means the colors, that as per your requirement, as per the project's requirement, you can perform. Even you can do the border here, and rounded corner border as well, and here it is. You can perform this kind of a UI part depend on your project requirement. Okay, this is not our part, so our part is to go to the learn the chart in a better way. So I hope you are able to see my screen very well. Now I'm going to click anywhere outside of the screen. That means I'm not accessing the this visuals right now. I'm accessing the outside blank area, and I'm going to click on the stacked bar chart, and here the chart area has pop up, that is the visual pop up, but without any data. But inside the visualization, I'm going to hide the filter at this moment, and visuals, inside the visuals we can see now, while staying on the visuals, we can see that the area where we needed to fit the data, x-axis, y-axis, legend. But if I'm going to click out of the visuals, then it will be empty, there is no value. I mean, we are not in the visuals. So first we need to click on the visuals that where we want to bring our data. So I'll click on the visuals. Now on the x-axis, what I wanted to fill, date, no. So on the x-axis I will fill the gross value, gross income, and on the, on the y-axis I will fill the gross value, on the x-axis I will fill the date. But inside the date, oh, that's too much, so I'm going to just remove the date, days, quarter, and year. I'm just going to leave it the years only. So now our data has spreaded into the 3 columns, because of course the data is having the only 3 months, January, February, March, and gross income separated by each month. So but here is the same. In the previous tutorial we have seen, like we can see the chart, and on the y-axis we can see the values, but values we cannot see the what is the value of each month, January, February, March, without hovering our cursor on the visual. So to solve that, we needed to go to this format of visuals icon, and here is the visuals. Inside the visuals we needed to change the settings as we want. In the previous tutorial I have explained in the detail for the stacked bar chart. In this tutorial I will also go with the little bit more detail, so we can understand it better. For the x-axis, on the x-axis we have configured the months, so that you can perform the UI part, change the font color, change the title that you want. But I'm not going to change on the x-axis at this moment. This is not part of this tutorial. I'm going to the y-axis, because in the y-axis we have the values, numerical values, and in the numerical values, this is the part that that is going to help us better. I'm going to change it to none, because I don't want to convert the unit of numbers. So that's I'm going to change it. Here I'm going to, here on the title of the y-axis we can see sum of the gross income. That's I don't want. I want just only gross income. So I'm going to change the title. With the title, I haven't choose any display unit. That's why I couldn't see there another option. Otherwise I can see when I change the display unit to auto, and it's converted to the 1000, 1K, 2K, 3K, right? And here in the style we can see more options. We want to see units, or we want to see the units and title code. So let's see the both. It doesn't bother us. Fine. Grid line, you can see the grid line now is very dotted gray line. You can change the color, you can increase the width of the grid line as well. You can change the grid line by solid and dashed, that you feel free to comfort to explore that one. Zoom insider. So here once we include a zoom insider, then on the y-axis where the numbers are available, and we can see the zoom insider. So we can just zoom the chart as we want and see the values for particular categorize column in case of particular month instead of the prediction. Yeah, but still we needed to predict, because we cannot see the what is the total number of the January, number of the February, number of the March. So to find out number, what we will do, we will column color, we don't touch it at this moment. We will go to the data label. This is going to help us while creating the any chart. Let me zoom a bit. Okay, fine. So click on the visuals, click on the data label, turn on the data labels, and we will see the total of each column. So first January is a 5.5k, February is a 4.6k, March is a 5.2k. That's awesome. If you want to change the display of the unit, you can change the display of the unit as well for the value that we have given inside. Now this is the bar chart for the single month only, but inside the month we have more category to separate, like branch, gender, even the cities, that we can split the value for each month. So let's include, last time we have included the gender and branch. Let's include the city this time and see the difference. So here, once we include the city, as it will go to the legend. On the x-axis we have configured the month value, on the y-axis the gross income, and on the legend the city. So there are here the legend title, we can see there are 3 cities, Mandalay, Naypyidaw and Yangon. So three cities are having the different amount of the revenue. In the January, in the February, in the March respectively. We can see the value of each cities as well, but now we cannot see the total of the January, total of the month, total of the column. So to do so, we will go to again the visuals, data label, and sorry, not data label. Now we have total label. So of course we are going to activate the total label, and we will see the total will pop up on the top. If we want to change the background of the value, then you can turn on the background and you can change the color of the background as well. Instead of the black, if you want to do the red, green, yellow, whatever you like, you can just change it by clicking it here. Okay, change. Yeah, I changed. Great. So you can change it like this. And for another part, this is we have in the visuals, you can see the everything about the data, everything about the you can configure everything about the data that we have configured into the chart on the x-axis and y-axis. But if you want to configure the complete layout, or you want to put the background and change the title of the chart, that you are able to do in the same page. Go to the format of visuals, instead of visuals go to the general, and here it is. Here you can change the property, size of the height and width of the chart area. Let me just reduce it, and you will see the difference is here is reduced. Okay. Position, of course, this is a fully spread text, so I cannot change the horizontal, but I can able to change the vertical only. So you can change the position by here as well. You can do some UI stuff of padding and go to the advanced options as well. That's one. For the title, you can change the title. That means this is the title of our chart. You can, if you don't want to keep the title, just remove it. If you want to keep it. So keep the title and just change the title by gross income by month and city. I want to keep the title in the center, so just change to the center. Subtitle, do you want subtitle? If you want subtitle, just activate and you can change the subtitle as well. I don't want, so I'm just going to edit. Divider, of course. So title and chart area we can divide by using the divider. There is a spacing as well. You can change the spacing between the header and the chart area. So I'm just keeping it default just for the knowledge. I'm sharing that we can change the spacing of the title area and the chart area as well. Effects, you can change the background of your chart. Oh, this horrible. Let's do the gray. Change to the Low. Okay, keep it yellow. You can do the transparency, increase the transparency of your color, that means contrast or brightness, whatever you call. You can change the frequency of the color. Visual border, yes, I always like the visual border, and I always keep it rounded corner. That's good to see. Shadow, you can keep the shadow as per the requirement of your project or the standard. This is the outside shadow, inside shadow. Where you want to keep the shadow, that's also multiple option on the top, bottom, left, right, that you can feel free to explore. So in this tutorial, we have seen the stacked column chart. So in the stacked column chart, we have seen the how to create the stacked column chart, how to bring the values in the chart, how to configure the title, how to apply the legend, and visualize the values of the each value of the legend and zoom inside it. So this is all about the stacked column chart. I hope you like the tutorial. Please do like the tutorial and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.